And welcome back. In just a minute, we'll pass things off to a very special Gamescom edition of IGN's Next Gen Console Watch. But first, let's check in with what people are saying online. Joining me to talk about what's trending are Kat Bailey and Michael Swaim. Hello, friends.
Howdy, Stella. Happy to be back in the social room.
I know, I love it here. This is our second home now. So we got to see the first ever Next Gen custom console, which is kind of wild because it's really hard to even get a normal Series X. Twitter user Jovan Bradley says, I mean, technically they're all limited editions since you can't buy one anywhere. Do you guys have thoughts on custom consoles showing up in a console shortage?
Well, first of all, touche at Jovan Bradley. Excellent, excellent joke.
We just saw an exclusive extended look at Lost Judgment, and here to discuss that and so much more is IGN's Kat Bailey, and joining us from Webedia in Germany, Michael Obermeyer. Welcome, you guys.
Hello.
It's Gamescom.
Hey,
oh my
Gamescom.
God.
Hi. We're on the case.
Yes, I'm so happy. So, Kat, that was the latest Lost Judgment trailer. What are your initial thoughts seeing that footage?
You know, Judgment was a really good game, and I feel like it was kind of underrated because it wasn't a mainline Yakuza game. It's a spin-off. But Lost Judgment takes that and expands the concept a lot. It's expanding the battle system, which is looking really, really good. It's no longer turn-based. And also it's going to be expanding the side cases, and it's going to have Master System games because, of course.
Oh, yeah. So I'm very curious. I know we've talked and you really like turn-based systems. Are you okay with this returning to an action combat-based system?
Not gonna lie, my heart's a little broken, but I'm okay with going to action because I think Sega's done a really good job of splitting the difference between the two and kind of giving people like me who like turn-based games what they want. And Stella, do you like action games? Is that what you want?
I do, I really do. It holds a special place in my heart.
So everybody's happy, right?
Yeah.
Welcome back to Gamescom Studio. Thank you so much for tuning in to all of our Gamescom 2021 coverage.
To close things out, we're going to share a behind-the-scenes look at how Gamescom came together this year so you can see exactly how we brought Gamescom to your screens.
You're about to 100% your Gamescom experience for another year. Congratulations from all of us here at IGN and Gamescom. Thank you for watching. It's truly been an honor to help bring the show to you. And now, the making of Gamescom 2021.
It's official, 2022 will be taking us back to James Cameron's epic science fiction world in Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. Following a similar announce, then delay, then wait forever precedent set by the Avatar movie sequels, we first heard about this game 4 years ago. Based on what we saw in today's Ubisoft Forward presentation, it looks like this action-adventure game is set in a first-person open world, featuring the Western Frontier, a part of the planet not previously seen, home to the franchise's signature living, reactive alien biome. While the game stars new characters, it's clear from the trailer that it's still humanity and mechs versus the Na'vi and the wonders of nature, with a strong focus on air combat. Somewhere, Max Scoville is thrilled by this news.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please make sure your seatbacks and tray tables are in their full upright position for this flight on our dropship. If you weren't sure what to watch on Twitch on weekends, we've got you because ALGS is back. Welcome to ALGS Year 2, Day 2 of NA Pro League. I'm Stella Chung, or ParallaxStella, and I'll be your host for today. I'm joined by the amazing Pyrotechnic and T-Squared. Welcome, welcome.
Hey again, Stella. We're ready for takeoff. Thanks for giving us all of the safety cues. I'm so ready to watch these NA squads after the EMEA action we had earlier today.
I wish we had behind the scenes of Stella practicing that in the mirror for the last hour because I guarantee that came out of nowhere. She had some coffee. She's like, all right, it's time.
So, okay, we got to do a lot of listen-ins for you and your team today. I want to ask, how do you work out call-outs? Because there was a lot of stuff happening and you guys get very intense. How do you choose who to listen to? Like, how do you guys work out your team comms like that?
So I'm really glad you brought this up. A lot of people like to talk about our comms and say how like it's chaos, or how do they even play like this, or this makes no sense, or they're constantly terrified, or there's constantly in frenzy, and that's actually not the truth. Yes, this is probably the only team.
Stella, rebuttal. I kind of have to agree with Tom here, actually. But I do want to say, I want to point out specifically in Konaka's case, when they were rotating, a Bloodhound scan would have been very beneficial when they were trying to rotate into that container, and they were very hesitant to push. They wasted a Gibby shield which could have helped them push into the circle even further once they realized that Wraith was alone, and that cost them a position and they got downed and killed and eliminated. So I want to say Bloodhound, like recon, is very important, especially in a game like this, and someone with defense like you. You talk about perfection with a souffle, and a Kraber is something that requires perfect shots. Like, especially when Fury got that shot, and I believe it was an Octane dropping off. That was perfect. It was spot on. And Fury really showed off his firepower there. And when he pushed with Octane on to get Godspot, I was really worried they were going to get punished for that, because that was a very risky move, very greedy, but no one wanted to contest them up top, so they were able to fully heal and just hold that spot for the rest of the game, which gave them insight on where all the teams were. They were able to pick off damage on teams and push individually and secure more KP. And even if they hadn't won the game, they would have placed very highly just based off that location alone. So honestly, ever since they got the Kraber, I would say they kind of had it in the bag.
With my Fuse main, my main girl, Stella, how you feeling? I've been watching your clips, okay? You've been going out there. You've been talking some trash.
Yeah, it's Apex. I think that's warranted, right? But I feel really good hearing you say my main girl. Okay, cool. I love it. Awesome.
There's another spot where a lot of fights happen. Yeah, that's really good. Oh, Kings Canyon rolls.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about Kings Canyon for the second ranked split this season, because this is a tough map, especially with the amount of mobility characters that we have available now. So the fact that they are utilizing Octane, whose jump pad will let you go from POI to POI pretty quickly, that's really good for them, and they have the Recon and the Quick Escape Artist Wraith, so that's a pretty decent loadout right there, I think, with Legends.
Hold it back way too long. I miss all my shots. I give up, and then I switch guns.
Yeah. Oh, also another thing to note about this is that in kill races, you definitely want to finish your kills to ensure that you get that point. Ooh, look at that. Gorgeous.
That's
1 HP and just clutches it. Oh my god. That was a beautiful kill right there.
It really was. You can hear him screaming out too, and that's just what he does. I mean, we talked about it, and now he's living up to the hype, right? Literally 1 HP, man. Drum Maniac over here. 3.
Yeah, I do believe Tonka can win this if they work together, but they're getting third-partied. They could take this if it was a 2v2, but it's not. And now it's going to be a 1v6 almost. Give No Respect is now going to have to defend this building. Yeah, I just realized that they're all movement legends as well, so either they need to be hard sending into fights and leading that charge, or they need to play a little bit more reserved, since, like you said, they don't have a defensive character like Gibraltar to help them out here.
This composition just doesn't make sense to me, because you don't have even.
It's so well done. Another thing I have to point out is that with North America matches, you really have to play rotations. Like, because people play so much slower, you really have to pay attention to where the circle is, where you want to be, because you are going to get hard punished if you are late getting into that circle, as we saw with TSM and Liquid in this fight. Like, they got punished so hard for being caught out, and they both lost, and they weren't able to get into the ring. Cloud9 down to just 2. Stay naughty, trying to get these Eva shots off.
So patient with those shots as well, and he will be rewarded in kind. Abraleli and Stay Naughty still up, and oh my god, there are so many domes to ring. Abraleli now, the last man standing, the L-Star from point blank range, putting in work, but the ring will come into play, and Unlucky will take the W there.
Oh my god.
That is a pretty huge W for them.
Okay, that's the second time that Cloud9 has been caught in the circle or has lost first place because they pushed a little too far. But very good effort. I mean, I'm sure that their KP has outdone whatever placement they've gotten. I mean, placement 2 with that much KP, or 3, I'm sorry. I think that's incredibly well done. Congratulations to Unlucky for the first win.